Hey, this is BT, and I'm bringing you the BT MotoGP season opener from Qatar. That's right. And a side note, if you know me, I was supposed to be in Qatar, but as I'm getting on the plane to go to Germany, as I'm getting on the plane, they looked at my passport and they go, "You can't go." And I'm like, "What?" I mean, my heart sank. She goes, "You can't go," and looked at your passport. I go, "What?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, "I can't go." She was like, "999." And basically, it was a big long. And I'm not gonna say as a grown man did I cry at the Chicago O'Hare Airport. Let's just say, as a grown man, I cried at the Chicago. It was just, it wasn't the fact that it was the money. It was the fact that I'm missing out. You guys know we're all geeks here. If you're watching this, you're a geek like me, and that's what I live. I can't say I live for it, but I kind of do. And you take that away from me. I was mentally, I was already on the plane. I was going to Germany, and I love Germany, and then I was gonna go to Kuwait and then Qatar, and then I can't go at the last minute. I'm still heartbroken over it, but it's over. It's neither here nor there. It's over. Anyway, I had to get that off my chest. Anyway, Moto 3. If you're not watching Moto 3, what are you doing with your life? Seriously, you're not a race fan. What are you doing with your life? You like see a tree and go, "Oh, that's a beautiful tree." That tree started out like this, and then it bloomed. That's what Moto. I don't think a tree blooms, but you know what I'm trying to say. That's what Moto 3 is. You want to see the best racers in the world, watch them when they're young. Let me tell you something. They have a crop of rookies in Moto 3. Damn, that Nikolai Bulaga, if Brad Pitt raced motorcycles like 20 years ago, 30 years ago, that's what Nikolai Bulaga. He is a father's worst nightmare. If he rode up to pick your daughter up on a motorcycle, you'd be like, "Oh, my daughter's done." Yeah, you can forget about her wearing white at her wedding. I mean, that dude is a good looking. He got the blonde locks. Like, all right, dude, let's go race, bro. He's like that. He looks like a surfer kid. And that kid can race. He's 16. His balls haven't dropped, so of course he can. He's fearless. He raced a great race. It's hard to believe he's a rookie at Moto 3. He's a rookie. He raced like a veteran. It was a great race at Moto 3. Great race. The finish, oh my God. I'm watching it going, "Are you serious?" And Brad Bender, I felt so bad for Brad Bender. I thought he had it, and he had that look like he thought like he was like disheveled, kind of like you ever like walk and something happened to you and you're just like you can't believe it happened. Like if you walk into a building or something and a bird poops on your head and you're like, "Huh, oh, what just happened?" That's it. That's what he was like. He's like and Antonelli, how much you can't help but love that kid. That kid Antonelli broke his collarbone skiing, and he told his team, "Yeah, I heard it skiing. Yeah, and I was doing stunts, and that's how I heard it." That's how honest he is. And he had a cold, and he still won the race. He was coughing during the interview. I mean, that kid, you gotta love that kid. Anyway, great race. Moto 3 is off the chain. Do yourselves a favor, watch that race. Watch Moto 3 all year long. Trust me, it's worth getting up early for, okay? Moto 3 was great. Moving on to Moto 2, man, I don't know what the hell happened there. Moto 2 was like, put it this way, seven people jumped the start. Okay, seven people jumped the start. Now, if seven people jumped the start, wouldn't you think something's wrong with the lights? Okay, if you're at a restaurant and seven people got sick at that restaurant during the same time you were there, wouldn't you think it's the food? If seven people go, "Oh, my stomach hurts, I gotta go to the bathroom." Really? Wouldn't you think, hey, they're serving some bad food. Somebody didn't wash their hand when they came out of the bathroom. Wouldn't you think that? So why is it seven people can jump the start and race directions like, "That's y'all's fault. It ain't our fault. Lights work perfect." Put it this way. This is how much of a dork I am. Seriously, this is how much of a dork I am. When I watch motorcycle races, okay, this is a little into my head. Well, I always like act like I'm racing. I really do. Like as a start, I'm going like this. When Nick Harris is like, "And now the start of Moto," and I'm like this. And when the lights go red, 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 and then they go green, I go like this, like I'm racing. Well, when I was doing that, I was like, "Whoa, something's wrong," and those guys jumped the start. I don't think it's their fault, but they got to cover them. But they didn't do it all at the same time, right? Morbidelli gets fined at the end of the race. He did all that racing for nothing. Seriously, he had all that racing for nothing. It's like when your parents lie to you, like, "Hey, if you eat your vegetables, you get ice cream, and you eat your vegetables." They go, "I'm just kidding." You go, "Are you serious? I ate that broccoli for nothing." That's what that was like. He raced basically for nothing. He had 20-second penalty, but the only good thing that came out of it is Louis Salam got a podium. And Louis Salam, here's how I know. Here's how you can't help but love Louis Salam. When he goes, he goes, "My mom told me." Anybody that starts off with "my mom told me," you can't help but love them. Seriously, my mom told me to have some fun. That's beautiful. Anyway, congratulations to Louis Salam in Moto 2, and I feel my heart breaks for Folger. Jonas Folger is going to have a good year, all German team. I think it's going to be great. He and Cortese. Cortese got fined too at 22nd. Anyway, I'm just pissed off at Moto 2. I think it's race direction, but I'm not going to say anything. Anyway, let's move on to Moto 3. MotoGP. GP, whoa. The race wasn't as good as last year, but with the new tires and electronics, you had to watch it like watching your daughter ice skate for the first time. Like, is she go, man, and she's fine, and she just gets better and better. And that's what watching MotoGP was like, right? He's like, okay, they're cool. Except for Iannone, I don't know what happened there. He just slid out. I don't know what happened there. But I thought the race was okay. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. I really thought it was going to be more of a pack with everybody there, and I think with Vinales and Pedrosa, I thought they were going to be closer to the pack, and I thought that I just thought it was going to be a little bit closer. It was still a good race, and it was weird watching Marquez kind of manage that race. Like he said, it was like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Like one part was like Marquez, like, I got to win this race. If I have to put Dovi in the grass, I'm gonna win this race. And the other half was like, no, get your points. It's a long season, so it's weird watching him. It's weird watching him watch the two Marquez. Like one was his manager Emilio telling him this, and the other half was Marquez going, no, I gotta win at all costs. So it's weird watching that. But I don't know if I want a grown up Marquez. I mean, let's just be honest, man. He is the straw that stirs that drink. Let's just be honest. He really is. Say what you want. I mean, I love Lorenzo. I love Rossi. Rossi's great, but everybody has to have a protagonist or somebody have somebody to battle against. And Marquez is that guy. I mean, you love to watch. Everybody loves Rossi, but Marquez, he's the straw that stirs the drink. And it's weird watching him kind of like manage a race. It's kind of like watching 2016 Peyton Manning as opposed to like 2004 Peyton Manning that would throw a ball right between like three defenders. I can make it. You know what I mean? Where now he's like, okay, I'll just take a sack. That's what it was like. I thought the race was pretty good. I thought Jorge. Say what you want about Jorge. You may not be a Jorge fan. And by the way, who booed? Who booed at the podium? Don't do that. That's just seriously. Don't boo. If you don't like somebody, just don't say anything. But these guys risk their lives and don't boo. I think that's just childish. Anyway, I thought it was an okay race. Congratulations to Dovey. You can't help but love Dovey too. Isn't Dovey great? You just go, that's Dovey. You don't go, I hate nobody. Nobody in the history of life is ever going, I hate Dovey. No, even ex-girlfriends go, Dovey. You know what I mean? He's a good dude. Anyway, thought it was a pretty decent race. Lorenzo's back to being Lorenzo. And if you saw the practice where Rossi got mad at Lorenzo for basically doing the same thing that Rossi did to Lorenzo last year, he got mad and they had a little back and forth. He said it wasn't directed toward Rossi, but I think that was directed toward Rossi. He said it wasn't, but it was like, So anyway, Lorenzo's looking good again, but this year is going to be great because you don't know what's going to happen. Now they're going to Argentina. Argentina is going to be great because we know what happened last year, but it's a whole different track. I mean, it's a whole different ball game now. Michelin tires, track is really abrasive, and we don't know what's going to happen. It's great, man. I think this season is great. Anyway, so I thought it was good racing. Moto 3 is definitely the best race of the evening. Moto 3 was great. Moto 2, like I said, I don't know what the hell happened. I mean, at the very end, you decided to penalize somebody. Like, oh man, I forgot my car keys. And you go back in and you penalize somebody. Didn't make any sense. Moto GP, well, GP is GP. You just love it. You know what I mean? GP is GP. You love it. It's going to be a great year. Look for, like I said, look at Hector Barbera. Watch out for Barbera. He's going to have a great year. Barbera, and I think Redding also, and I think Paulo Spargo and Bradley Smith are going to battle it out. It's going to be a great year. Congratulations, Bradley Smith, signing with KTM. He deserves that factory ride for the work he put in last year. Congratulations to Bradley Smith. Congratulations to Valentino Rossi for signing with Yamaha for 2 years. I think it's awesome. So anyway, I'm going too long. I don't like to go to 10 minutes. It's like 9 something. So I'm going to let you guys go. I just wanted to get this review in. I've got no sleep. I'm going to get some sleep right now. But I just wanted to get this review in. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And season is upon us. And it's great. So thanks a lot. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.